Wait, before you buy another turmeric soap, let me teach you how you can make it yourself without spending so much money. In this video, I'll be teaching you how you can make effective turmeric soap that brightens the skin, even adds the skin, and glows the skin. In this video, I'll be giving you the exact measurements you need to make this soap, the equipment you need, and the step-by-step procedure to get started and finish. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned. And welcome back to my channel. If you're just joining, please like, subscribe, share, turn on your notification bell to be notified each time I have a new upload. This is DM Skin Solution. Okay, so let's get started. For you to start, the first step is that you have to prepare your work area. You have to wear safety glove, goggle. If you don't have goggle, you can use normal sunglasses, but make sure that the sunglasses you can see through what you are producing clearly. Okay, then you have to wear a face mask, the face mask that covers your nose, and again, most importantly, you have to be in a very well ventilated area. Okay, ensure that where you are making the soap, air is coming in and air is going out. Okay, so that is for the work area. Then the step 2, you have to prepare your lye solution. For you to be able to prepare your lye solution, you have to measure the distilled water into heat resistant container. Then slowly add the sodium hydroxide, that is caustic acid, that is caustic soda, to the water while stirring continuously. Always add the lye to the water, never water to the lye. What do I mean? You can see when you measure your distilled water, you put it, don't use jar, use a bowl. Okay, use a plastic bowl, don't use this jar because the heat can break it. Okay, so use a plastic jar or a plastic bowl. You measure your amount of distilled water into that bowl, then you add your caustic soda gently. Caustic soda is also known as sodium hydroxide. So then you mix thoroughly, ensuring that you are mixing with a heat resistance spatula, which is a spoon, or preferably you can use a long wood. Okay, use a long wood, clean long wood or stick that can mix it thoroughly. After mixing, you have to check the temperature. Ensure that when you are mixing, your nose mask is on so you won't inhale the chemical. Okay, and note, never pour the water into the lye. Okay, always pour the lye solution into the water, and when you're adding the lye into the water, ensure that you add it gently, little by little, little by little. Don't just pour it once. Okay, it can lead to explosion. Ensure you add it little by little. Okay, until you finish adding all. Then you mix. After mixing, you check the temperature to see if the mixture has cooled down before you follow the next step. Ensure that the solution is no longer hot, because when you pour the lye into the water, you'll see that the solution will be very hot, like very, very hot. Then after mixing, you leave it for it to cool down first. Okay, so now I will show you the ingredients and the exact measurement you need to get this soap started. The first ingredient you need is 1, the base oils. The base oil contain coconut oil, olive oil, palm oil, sweet almond oil, and castor oil. What you have to do is just to get these ingredients from a reliable source, get your scale and measure it. Okay, you measure the coconut oil 300 gram in a bowl. You will add olive oil 300 gram. You will add palm oil, which is palm kernel oil, 200 gram. You add sweet almond oil 100 gram. Then you add castor oil 100 gram. You mix all this oil in a bowl and keep outside. Then your lye solution, you will get that scale and measure 138 gram of sodium hydroxide, which is also called caustic soda. Okay, then you measure your distilled water, which is 300 gram. You keep it aside in a separate bowl. Like you see, you won't mix it together, or the lye solution, you won't mix it together. Okay, then for the skin nourishing additives, which are the actives, 1, you measure turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon, which is about 50 gram. You measure 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of vegetable glycerin, and 1 teaspoon of vitamin E oil, 10 to 15 drops of essential oil. Like as you can see, I've already measured this. I've already done this soap before, so I know the exact measurement in grams, okay, when compared to tablespoons. So if you're using 1 tablespoon, use that 1 tablespoon. Get a spoon and cup measurement tools, okay. That spoon and cup measurement tools are what you need to get this soap done. Don't just go and take your cooking spoon or spoon you use in eating and use that. No, the cup and spoon measurement is not that expensive, okay. So try and get that so you can get your perfect result while using this soap, okay. So now let's go back to our procedure. So the moment the light solution is the combination of the water and sodium hydroxide, okay. So don't let that confuse you. The light solution is the combination of the sodium hydroxide and water mixture, okay. The moment that light solution has cooled down, which contain 138 gram of caustic soda and 300 gram of distilled water, then you can now follow the next step. The next step, like I said before, I said you should mix all the oils together in a bowl and keep aside. That is one method you can do it. The second method, you can melt and combine the oils on fire, okay. Melting and combine the oils on fire will make you have that smooth texture. But if you don't want to mix the oil on fire, it's fine also. But if you want to mix the oil on fire, this is how you do it. One, you melt the coconut oil and palm kernel oil over low heat, okay. You put it on a double boiler and place it for it to melt. Then you remove it from the heat and add the olive oil and sweet almond oil, castor oil, and mix together, okay. Then you stir well. Then you bring it out from the fire and allow it to cool down. It has to cool to 35 to 45 degree, okay, for you to mix the light solution with the oils, okay. So for you to mix that, when the oil has cooled down and the light solution has cooled down also, then you mix both together. For you to do that, this is what you would do. You have to pay attention to this step, okay. For me, I don't pour the lye into the oil. I rather pour the oil into the lye, okay. So I advise you pour the oil into the lye. If you still want to pour the lye into the oil, it's fine, but ensure that it has cooled down. Both oil and lye solution is totally down below 35 degree, okay. Use the temperatures measurement to ensure that the solution is down below 35 degree and the light solution is also down. The oil and the light solution is below 35 degree before you can start mixing both of them together if you are pouring the lye into the oil, okay. So for me, I pour my oil into the lye. I don't pour my lye into the oil. After pouring your oil into the light solution, you mix thoroughly. If you don't have a mixer, you can use a stick, a clean wooden stick. You mix thoroughly till everything is well mixed, okay, till the texture reaches a level that it looks like a thin custard. Don't stop, continue mixing till you get that consistency, okay. When the mixture is thin like that of a custard, you cannot add your turmeric powder 1 tablespoon, honey 1 tablespoon, vegetable glycerin 1 tablespoon, vitamin E oil 1 teaspoon. Then you measure your essential oil, that is 10 to 15 drops, using your dropper, okay. When you add this, then you mix together thoroughly until all the ingredients are evenly incorporated. Then you pour it into the mold, okay. You get your mold, you pour the soap mixture into your soap mold. You tap the mold gently on the table to release trapped air bubbles, okay. This will make your soap form well. When you tap the mold, it will help you create a smooth soap and prevent air bucket. It will make your soap have this smooth appearance without having oil on it. Okay, so ensure you tap it and leave the soap for some time. Then you will leave the soap for some time to allow the soap to harden. You cover the mold and leave the soap undisturbed for 24 to 48 hours until it becomes firm enough to remove. After 48 hours, you can unmold and cut the soap, carefully removing the soap from the mold and cut it into bars of your preferred size. If you like it straight, you cut it with knife. If you don't have this equipment to cut it, you can use knife to cut it. Okay, cut it to the desired shape or size you want. For you to get a clean size, use a very sharp knife or soap cutter. Okay, allow the cut bars to cure for 4 to 6 weeks in a cool, dry place for best result. That is, leaving the soap for 4 to 6 weeks before using it. After 4 to 6 weeks, your soap is ready to be used. And this soap, like I said, it will give you a glowing, uniform, brighter skin. Okay, without bleaching, without irritation, without hyperpigmentation. This soap, if you're selling it, this soap is a good recipe that will draw customer to your business. This soap gently cleanses the skin. It helps promote a brighter and more radiant appearance. It moisturizes and softens the skin. It supports a healthy, even looking complexion, not looking bleached. Okay, produce a very rich and creamy lather. It foams well and it lasts for long. It's beautifully made, it's rich and creamy, it's natural. That is the most important part, and it works very well. Aside that too, there are some safety tips you have to pay attention to while making this soap as a beginner. The first tip I always tell people is that you should always measure ingredients accurately using a scale. Okay, for a soap production, you need a scale to get the accurate measurement for your light solution, which is your sodium hydroxide and your distilled water. Okay, and again for your oils and for your additives. Okay, so don't use spoon just to measure the light solution. It can make you produce a harmful soap or a soap that will dry out the skin if you don't get the measurement right. Always follow the measurement I listed here. And again too, if you want to adjust the size, maybe you want to produce a larger quantity for your skincare brand, you have to follow same measurement but multiply in many times. Okay, if you know what I mean, you have to multiply it in many times for you to produce a larger quantity. And again too, never you handle a sodium hydroxide without protective equipment. Don't use your hand to serve sodium hydroxide into your mixture. Use a protective hand glove. Okay, always wear hand glove because sodium hydroxide is very harsh. When you use your bare hand to serve it, it can cause damage to your hand because of the hotness. Okay, it can peel your hand, it can injure your hand. So always wear protective hand glove, safety glove. Okay, for you to be able to serve it. And don't use your hand to serve it. Even with your safety glove, use a bowl or a small serving cup to serve it gently, one by one, to get your accurate measurement. Also, ensure you are working in a well ventilated area and keep children and pets away from the space you are working. Ensure that the windows are open, air is coming in and air is going out. Preferably, the soap should be made outside during that light solution process. That process where you will make your light solution should be done outside for me. And the process where you are going to add the oil to your light solution, I suggest you also do it outside if you don't have space that has windows and a large space that is well ventilated. Okay, and again to never be in a hurry to use a soap that is not cured. Okay, don't make a soap today and use it tomorrow. Ensure that the soap stay at least 3 to 6 weeks before use for you to get your perfect safe soap. Okay, then these are the equipment needed to produce turmeric glowing body soap. The first one is the digital scale. Like I said, don't use spoon to measure your lye solution. The second is the heat resistant bowl. For me, I don't suggest you use a glass jar. I prefer you use a plastic heat resistant bowl. Then you have a silicone spatula. It's very important you have that for it not to melt when you start mixing your lye solution and the oils. Then if you don't have a stick blender or mini whisk, you can use a stick like I said, but that will require a lot of effort. Then thermometer is very important for you to know if the temperature has cooled down to the level where you can mix the lye solution and the oils. Then your soap mold is what you need for you to get the perfect shape for your soap. You can also use plastic cans if you want. Then safety glove, this is not negotiable. It's very important to wear a safety glove for you to produce this soap or any kind of soap. Your safety goggles, if you don't have a safety goggle, like I said, you can use your regular sunglasses, but ensure that you are seeing what you are producing clearly. Don't wear glasses that are tinted that you can't see what you are producing. And the last one, you need your face mask. Face mask is very important for you not to inhale toxic chemicals into your body. So these are the most important equipment you need to produce this effective turmeric soap. If you are just joining my channel, if you've learned something from this channel, please like, subscribe, share, turn on the notification bell. If you're just starting your business and you need effective recipe, this channel is for you. Subscribe now, like and share, okay, so you don't miss out on any upload or any new video. So see you in my next video. Bye and stay blessed. Bye.